motion come out.
Whenever she get her stuff, I make a motion.
All right, yeah,
Motion.
motion come out, they said, all, in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no, motion carries. All right, Tim,
And of course, the second session, the board discussed two matters involving potential developments in Harrison County, and no action was taken during the executive session.
thank you. So, Chair will go back now to items on the agenda. Item number 8, order concurring with the resolution of the Harris County Development Commission attached as Exhibit A pertaining to incentives related to ad valorem taxes under Section 27-31-104 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended in connection with Project Sand and approving such incentives. That's it.
Wait, Mr. White, I think you need to and authorize the board president to sign any necessary documents related thereto.
And authorize the board president to sign any related documents in reference to the project.
Necessary, yeah.
All right. The chair entertain a motion.
Motion.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by no, motion carries. All right. Number 9, order concurring with the resolution of the Harris County Development Commission attached as Exhibit A pertaining to the incentives related to ad valorem taxes under Section 27-31-104 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended in connection with Project Hilo and approving such incentives. And what's also,
I don't think there's documents signed here, but I would say subject
Subject
to
to
reaching a mutually
reaching-
acceptable agreement
all right,
set forth in the resolution. Development
reaching
Commission. Mutually acceptable.
mutual
agreement
acceptable agreement
as set forth in the resolution.
as set forth in the resolution.
We'll bring that back to the.
All right,
So you need a motion?
Yeah.
I'll make a second.
second discussion. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by no, motion carries. All right, Bill, I know you.
And when I get that information, just so y'all have it, about the number of rail cars currently and what it's gonna go to, I'll get it so everybody has it in case a constituent asks.
Okay.
Because it's gonna get asked.
All right, thank you.
Thank you
Good
so much.
to see
Thank you all.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
y'all. Thank you, Bill.
While can we discuss that cave thing real quickly, just so I know what
Yeah.
he's talking, he doesn't want a limit on it? I
No,
don't-
basically, in the lease
Oh, yeah.
that was sent, it says that, that it could be that lease could be canceled by the county at any time.
What are these?
This is the.
So
marshland
Matthew
at the
came
end
to
of
this
the
board
seaway.
and y'all approved him purchasing a piece of land that's on the seaway. It's all junk
Marshland.
wasteland,
Past-
nothing can be
past
built
Oh,
on
that's
it.
the one where
Yes.
nothing can be
Homeless
done
people
on.
were
Okay,
hanging
I
out there,
got,
he was picking
but
up
he
trash,
wants-
he's
he wants-
taking care of it,
I
but
got
doesn't own
you.
it.
He wants control of the property so that he can use it as a buffer for, he's not building, he's building a boat, he already got a boathouse on his property. But there were people setting up duck blinds and stuff like that and coming in.
that's out there on,
Yeah, it's on the point, right there at the very end of East Taylor.
Yeah.
East Taylor, yeah, it's Mullins' old
that's the
property.
one they access through, the subdivision too. right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, you go through
Right.
so you go towards the end of the road, and there's a new subdivision on the left, and you go all the way to the back. It's Dr. Mullins' old property that washed away Katrina, he never rebuilt. Anyway, there's a piece of property that the commission owns, and it's nothing can be built on it. It's basically marsh.
Marshland.
But there's trash washes up all in it all the time, so he wants to have control. He wanted to buy the property, the
That's
board
right.
approved
I
it, then
remember.
retracted the approval. But he wants to have control of the property, so keep it bush hogged, so that he can keep people out of there and all that, and basically have it as a buffer for his property from people, all that. And so, I think he had the concern he had was the right of the county to cancel this lease at any time.
If someone else is elected.
And,
Well, that's going, I don't think there's anything, I don't think I don't think there's authority for the board to contract beyond a term for a lease for vacant land. I mean, you'd have to.
well, let me ask y'all this.
Well,
Why-
wait, I'm
why-
sorry, Moby has a 99-year
Yeah,
lease
but
on the
that,
land.
but there are certain instances where you can't
Oh.
do it. This is just a piece of marshland. He's
Why-
not a business.
Okay,
he's
so
not-
with
If
it
he were to
being,
build, if he would, or could have, or can build it, if he could build a building on it, then he
Well,
could be
like
protected.
M&S would be
Yeah, he could be
something that's
protected.
long-term, their
well,
ability
let me ask this,
do
what
that.
prevents us from selling him this piece of property? It's
Because
no use to us.
Generally, if you declare surplus property, and this is where this got into an issue,
It's
you
gonna have to be
have to declare it
advertised.
surplus, and you can't just sell it to some individual that wants it. You
And
have
it
to
would
put it
be
out for
open.
bids and advertisement, and
It's wetlands.
it's wetlands, it's.
How-
I feel like we treated him wrong because we said yes and then we rescinded it. and-
I understand, but
If we don't declare it surplus, and it's just a tract of land that we own that we're not gonna use anymore.
Let
we
him
can't
pay
just
$1 a
sell it
year.
to-
We went, back when Jim was, this is where this became a controversy. You know, the question is whether or not the Development Commission, in its job to develop businesses, can sell property outside of the requirement that it be, not declared surplus, because that's their business. I mean, that's what they do. We don't declare any of the property they sell as business. But when you take that, this is where Jim and I had a big discussion about it. He was concerned about it too, that you take a piece of property, and it had the same thing, Jock Pesci, we went through the same discussion with him, except there he was gonna build something in it, which at least added jobs and things of that nature. Hadn't done it, but that's what it was. This is just a piece of vacant land at the end of the seaway. I mean, if you're gonna sell it to him, then you need to get an AG's opinion saying that's okay to an individual without following the statute on surplus property. That's the only thing that caused that issue last time, is the disagreement as to whether or not you could just sell a piece of property that's not for business development to an individual without declaring it surplus property and following that statute.
So if we put it out for bid as surplus property, and McCabe is the only reply person, we covered that problem, didn't we?
Well, yes,
That's
but then he
could
runs the
be.
risk of someone else bidding higher and
It's-
winning it or buying it.
There's all kind of questions about it, that when you start selling to some individual, that you create this issue that
Yeah.
whether or not it's right or wrong.
It's
Uh,
mostly
The
wetlands
lease,
anyway, it can't
when this
be.
issue came up about the lease, I thought that was a way to solve the problem, that you could lease it to him. The problem now is, he wants a long-term lease, and I'm not sure you can grant that to him. You can grant a long-term leases under certain circumstances and bind future boards, but it has to fit those parameters that allows you to do that. If he wants control of it, then he may have to have a lease that's subject to the, you can make it 25 years if you want to. The question is, when a new board takes office, can they cancel it? And they probably can. I don't think we can prohibit it.
So let's give him a long-term, can we do
What's the-
this?
what's
Can we
the
do a
longest?
long-term lease that has to be renewed at the beginning of each term?
You can just do him a long-term lease and it puts in there that this is subject
To renewal at the beginning of each term?
If you want to do that, you can, or you can just make it a long-term lease and you put a provision in there that says this is subject to
Right.
future board action if it goes beyond the term.
Okay.
Either way works.
Do you know off the top of your head what the longest term allowed is? Is it 10 years?
I don't think there's a set limit on it. We'd have to look at that, but I don't think there's a set limit on it, but I don't know how long, I don't know why you want to do it 25 years or anything.
But what if we go back and say we do a 10-year lease?
Just,
with 10-year
you have,
renewables?
I mean, y'all
Fine.
have talked to this, go back and talk to him and ask him if that would be acceptable. Tell him the only other option we have is going and getting an attorney general's opinion, and if she says that we can sell it without it going to bid, we go that route, or we can put it out to bid and he can risk someone else, bidding on it and outbidding him.
Yeah.
So that's his three options.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I mean, I think the lease is fine. It
I think the
probably
lease
solves
is a
the
good
problem.
deal, and I don't think that a future board would buck it. There's no
The
There's
one thing I was
no-
trying to prevent, you don't
Well,
want to have to
there's
come back.
wetlands
every-
credits is what Supervisor Rocco and you,
It's not,
that was
right.
y'all's argument, that they were wet. I know, I'm just telling y'all
Yes,
why it failed last time.
that's right.
But it's not a big enough track, and he went to the Corps in DC and got written proof that it will never be considered
Oh, I know.
anything for wetlands bank. So
Yeah.
he's already got the proof if that ever comes
That
up.
is exactly what it said, that's okay, it's close.
It says that it's so bad that they won't
What
mitigate.
the federal government does.
Not only is it's bad, but it's also not big enough. When they do a mitigation bank, it
It's
has to
not
be
large enough.
thousands of acres.
Yeah.
That was anyway,
I think the long-term lease, the reason I say do it long-term, so he ain't gotta come back every 4 years and get it approved again, it automatically renews, unless the board decides it can't.
Yeah.
And that way you
What's
don't
the
have
price,
that issue.
Bill? What price was running the lease?
I don't even, I mean, it's like $300 or something.
Huh?
As long as it's something.
And the kind of services are gonna keep it clean.
At least the rest of this term.
It's been a lot more.
Well, I can pretty well assure you of that.
The
At
reason
least
is,
the
is
rest
that
of
it's
this term.
So,
a little pinky what we're doing.
I know, I feel it. All right, everybody good?
So he basically has three options, and
Yeah, I'll call him today. Let him figure it
And
out.
I'm sorry about that, Tim. I thought that
That's all
lease came from you. I didn't, and I
The
think
There
that,
was one years ago,
yeah,
The suggestion of the lease came from Tim, we just
Yeah.
put it on our uniform document, and that's
Okay.
when, that's
the
when we
lease
started.
could solve the problem if he just wants to control it where other people can't go on
yeah,
it.
that's basically what he wants.
Yeah.
You know, there's an issue with trash, people dumping
It's-
stuff, people
it's
coming
that.
and setting up duck blinds and camping and hunting and all that. And he's got his kids running around on the property. He just sort of wants some protection.
It's that, and if, we got into this conversation about if he calls the police and he's not the landowner, they have to call me, and then I have to call the police, and it's about security and control, really.
That's fine too. I mean, if somebody's shooting a gun out there, you ain't gotta have the owner's permission to stop that. That's illegal in the city of Gulfport, but
It's
that's
been
okay.
happening.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
anyway, I'll get with him,
Okay,
let
thank you.
him decide.
I lived within a stone's throw of it. I never heard the first gun go off. That would've got my attention.
All right,
Thank you, Bill.
thank y'all.
Thank you, Bill. All right,
Oh, and just for the record, those are the two largest deals we've ever approved in the history of the county,
Oh, wow,
One time.
congrats, great job.
so.
Good job.
WLX is already gone, unfortunately.
Bucky, by the way, Bill, is the largest employee, or the number of jobs created. Am I correct? That's they proposing 200 and some jobs. I don't remember ever any industry coming in guaranteeing
One of
200.
the only one that I would contest that with would be Camorra.
would be Camorra. And
And that was
theirs was
35
contract,
years
they
ago.
were counting contract employees.
So, yeah,
I got one.
cool. Thank you
All
all.
right, good deal, thank you, Bill.
They fought tooth
Huh?
and nail. They
All
fought
right.
Chimurs tooth.
Are we recessing or adjourning?
Recess.
Recess too.
Motion to recess First Judicial District, for December the 11th.
Motion.
Second, and I hate to tell y'all this, but I have to go out of town Sunday through Wednesday, so I won't be here on the 11th, and I'm sorry.
That's all right, just let me vote your vote.
You got it.
So y'all heard that, I got two.
Yeah.
All right.
Right here.
Any further discussion?
But Claudia Keys will be here.
Here none, all in favor, signify by aye. So ordered by
Ordinance.
no, the motion carries, we'll recess till December the 11th. Thank you, Ms. Coleman.
Oh, fun. Well, wait a minute, aren't we meeting Monday? I mean, don't y'all have
Yeah, we
a?
have a
We
meeting
got
on
a
Monday.
meeting
Yeah, well, I just said, you said the 11th, so you
the
meant.
9th. No.
No, the
we're
recess is-
recessing back here on the 11th, we got a meeting on
workshop.
Monday.
No, I know, but, okay, just the way you said it confused me. Yeah, our next meeting is on the 9th, and then the 11th.
Yeah, but that's automatic, so this is a recess meeting.
Okay,
So we
I'm
can
sorry.
come back here on the 11th to meet.
Gotcha, but the 9th is in the
The 9th and the 11th.
But I won't be here anyway, so I'm sorry.
Either the 9th or 11th?
No, they want me Sunday through Wednesday.
So you're going to what?
Yeah, I know, and I feel
I
bad.
appreciate it.
I
You got two
know.
votes. Rebecca, I'll take some notes, I'll take some notes for you.
Thank you.
Take notes.
I didn't know it was a PA system.
I was at its house last week.
Yeah, I'll be flying on the 11th, otherwise I'd be on the phone.
Glad you got.
Yeah. It's always a positive experience. It's always a positive experience.
I'll do my best.
But I mean, we done. But people not sure if we're done or not, it's been that long.
Wonderful to see you.
Good day. No doubt.
Wait, did y'all go to Starkville?
No, we did, we stayed.
Stayed home?
Yeah, we did.
That's right. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, sir, about yours.
All right, guys, y'all have a good one.
All right, have a safe trip.
I'm headed north. Yes, sir.
I agree with you on your assessment, but what I'm saying is.
But I know you have to have cover, that's your neck of the woods. You gotta have cover, I get it
I'm not
100%.
arguing just for the money, I'm arguing for safety.
I gotta go.
Everything's done, you don't need any more?
No, sir, I don't believe.
We're good,
Thank you.
unless somebody gets us here in the
All
next
right,
few minutes.
y'all
I
have a
gotta go
good
to the
one.
You too, be
restroom.
careful.
Long meeting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Long meeting,
Who's going?
we got at 12 o'clock.
I know, but I couldn't get a restroom break.
Yeah.
You're not old enough, Tim, to be like that yet.
Yeah, I am too, unfortunately. What's that, I'm not gonna say what it is. At our age, you never pass up a bathroom or trust something else.
Yeah, hey, Tim, I booked you a room with the guys here.
No, I think I'll pass on his. I didn't see the video the
Good
first
times.
time. He
Good
was,
times under the pier.
who